The Green Bay Packers take to the road Week 10 off to Pittsburgh to see if they can crack the Steelers' code. It's tricky, man. No one's ever seen one like it, ever.
It's just a great job by Quan Alexander in coverage. I think by looking left, he's hoping to draw that defense with him and just threw it on a line, hoping he could get it over top of Alexander, who's in perfect position, sinking in coverage.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have a good defense this year. The Pittsburgh Steelers do not have a good offense. The Pittsburgh Steelers have not outgained one of their opponents. No team ever has been outgained in 8 straight games and won more than they've lost, except the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We all have faith in each other. We got trust, and we all care for one another. There's no one in there that has any doubt when it comes down to those fourth quarters that we're going to be able to, put a drive together and go down there and score.
Have to start with their defense, which coupled with Green Bay's offense could lead them to victory again no matter what kind of O-face they flash. Steelers have held teams under 21 points in 5 of their last 6 games.
T.J. Watt is reading the quarterback, undercuts the option route to Cooper Kupp. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they find a way to make a play.
Packers offense hasn't scored 21 in 6 straight.
And this one is going to end with the Broncos winning a home game.
Jordan Love, though, finally had a nice outing last week. It had been a while. Only 1 touchdown, but no picks, a rating over 115, and a nice 8.8 yards per attempt.
Love, 2 fakes, and he finds Musgrave for what might be the knockout punch.
Now, Love has TJ Watt and company to deal with, which means he's dealing with a pass rush that sets up its secondary. They definitely feed off each other. Pittsburgh bagged Will Levis 4 times Week 9, Alex Highsmith nabbing 2 of them.
When you play the Steelers, are you going to get a push up the middle? You know about Highsmith, and a great job of what he can do in applying that pressure.
Love didn't face a lot of pressure last week, but he still took 4 sacks.
Love trying to take off, got tripped up. Aaron Donald with his big play ability.
Watt picked up a sack versus Tennessee, no helmet needed.
He's on an island against the best pass rusher in the league, and he's doing anything he can. This time, hands up in the face and pulls the helmet off.
He has 9.5 sacks now, and maybe Watt should have kept the helmet off all game and just worn a tin hat. Because, it's the future, and he shouldn't be so barbaric.
Finishing it through the surface is why that penalty is called on him.
Well, Watt couldn't wait to introduce himself to Levis, but not to that extent.
Randy Marsh is like, oh, you're not getting it? Maybe they'll play with a balloon instead of a ball, too. But that would make it too easy for the Steelers secondary. They're tough enough to pass against. No touchdowns allowed to Levis, that pick, and held him to a mid-60s rating.
Give the rookie Joey Porter a lot of credit here. He's working. Look at Hopkins using his hands there to try to get around him.
Steelers have held quarterbacks to a low 80s rating for the season, sport one of the lowest completion percentages allowed. No real Green Bay pass catcher to focus on for them. It's a committee approach type deal. Aaron Jones led them in targets versus LA. And in rush yards with 73, he scored.
It's Jones, touchdown Green Bay.
The Steelers did give up 4.4 run to Derrick Henry, and they're giving up 4.4 run to running backs on the year. It's not their strong point.
Give it to Henry. Henry is going to try to get to the goal line, and does. Touchdown.
Steelers offensive coordinator Matt Canada went field level last week. Maybe he thought their offense was killing it from the booth. Foggy glasses or something? Well, their running backs responded to his presence. Jaylen Warren went for 88 yards on just 11 carries.
Again, Warren around the corner. Sets up a first down and goal.
Najee Harris went for 69 yards on 4.3 a run. He scored. They haven't seen a run game like that in a while.
Through the middle. Big hole to the end zone. Najee Harris for the touchdown.
Chances they keep it going this week, the Packers have held running backs to 3.8 a run.
Henderson again, this time to the right. And a good job in pursuit by Devondre Campbell.
Packers secondary now gets some Kenny Pickett. Pickett comes off one of the Week 9 outings in the NFL. Stay in your lane, bro. High 80s rating, no picks, 1 touchdown.
Pickett to the end zone. Touchdown! And there it was. Deontay Johnson finally gets into the end zone.
No sacks taken on 30 dropbacks, too. Deontay Johnson seems like he's back being Pickett's go-to. He led the team in targets by 4 last week, 90 yards, 7 catches, and a TD.
Under pressure, dumps it off underneath, and a big gain there as Johnson makes that catch on a 2nd and 15.
George Pickens comes in off a Georgia the Jungle type showing, -1 yard on 2 catches, 5 targets versus Tennessee. Watch out for that tree indeed.
Swing it to the outside, having to reach for it that time is Pickens. He had no chance to run after the catch.
Pickens not a happy camper. He tweeted, "Free me," after the game. Green Bay's secondary didn't have any issues with Brett Ripp in Week 10. Not that that says much, but they've been a solid group overall for 2023.
Rippin', and it's tipped by Alexander into the hands of the rookie Johnson for his first NFL pick.
And the jig is up. It never really hit me until I saw Canada on the field walking around. That Steelers super fan has been duping us all along with his anti-Canada tirades. Ace figured it out though. Canada and Pittsburgh dad in it together. How? Why? Canada is Pittsburgh dad. Pittsburgh dad is Canada. Canada is a man. Let me know if you agree in the comments section along with your takes on the game, of course. Panel of 10 times.